Okay, so I don't think my mind really changed too much in that final tribal council. I think they all had some positive sides, maybe some negative points, but I don't think I know there's kind of a lot of talking. I don't think anything really changed in my mind. I doubt things will change too much in others' minds. Um, Marco always gets me. So I am voting for Ryan to win the game. I think for a couple of reasons. One, we did, even though he wouldn't necessarily 100% have my back, which I think he explained well for game reasons why it wasn't necessarily best for him to go for bat for me and try and play his idol on me. He was kind of a good ally with me, and I got to kind of see him play closely and watch him strategically maneuver throughout the game. I thought he had a harder road, or you had a harder road, Ryan, than Lisa and Lexi, who I felt had easier inroads on the other side to get in with, where you had to kind of bounce around between different groups. And I think you did a really good job verbalizing at Final Tribal Council your gameplay and your approach and your preparedness to the game. So it's great playing with you, Ryan. Also, Lisa and Lexi, it was good playing with you as well. And congrats to all you making there. But congrats, Ryan. I hope you win.
So, I don't know. Two of the people that were in my main alliance at the beginning of the game are now here in the finals. We saw kind of how it all went down, and I pretty much blame Lexi on it completely. I didn't see Ryan. He seems like he studies Survivor and knows it in and out, and he is really the one that's calculated. But if I saw myself in the game and the type of person that I would want to play, kind of go in the middle of the pack and try to get as far as I could and play the right cards at the right time, I really feel like Lisa is the one that really played like I would, and I feel like she should be the winner of this game.
Jim, this is a very easy decision for me. Frankly, I think it's very clear. I think he played his own game, and I respect that.
All right. I was super impressed by that couch. Their opening statements were great, highlighted things about their games I did not know at all. Really made it a much harder decision than I thought it would be when I was going in. But at the end of the day, my vote is for Ryan. It seemed like he had to adapt every single tribal council, and the other two kind of had their alliance of two that they rode the coattails of other alliances to get by. But Ryan changed his game probably 10 times throughout, and each time he showed that he is the real survivor. So good for him. I hope he wins it all.
I know I voted Ryan out many times, but I feel like he played a really good game. He really hit all three pillars, and he really impressed me, even though most of the time I couldn't tell what he was thinking, but I feel like he played a really good game, and he really showed that through his final jury speech. I came outside and I still didn't know who I was going to vote for, because I've gone back and forth between two people, and I think all three played a really good game, and I think the couch, on the couch, I think Lisa and Ryan sold it for me more. So it was between Lisa and Ryan coming out here. so I should write it down. Gotta love a guy who does his homework.
Okay. Yeah, well, I said what I needed to say back there. You know, I probably sounded bitter up there. And, you know, when you're trying to go back, it certainly maybe cuts open some wounds that haven't fully healed. But I really didn't blame those two for it as much as I did Sam and Michelle. I saw a ton of growth from Lexi. Lisa, I think, also had a pretty good case, but at the end of the day, Ryan, not only do I think he played a superior game, like just looking at the pure numbers of it with the two idols he won for individual immunity, and then the way that he like crept back out as an underdog. But he was just personally very, he was willing to work with me, and I think if it had in a parallel universe where they did vote Ryan instead of me, and then I somehow made it to that ending thing, I think I would have played it exactly the way he did. And so I got to give it to Ryan. He played a great game, dude. Yeah, and I'm sorry I couldn't be up there with you. All right.
Jim, you know I always come in hot and heavy. I always got something I just can't wait till I say it. I'm a very, I'm that kind of guy. There's like a couple things that I definitely want to share before I finally put down the name who I want to put down. I came into this final tribal from a jury perspective, which was weird, but I liked it. I came in open, and so I wanted people to explain their game. Ryan, I thought you were coasting through until you got the chance to explain to everyone your thought process and everything behind that. And when you pulled out the fake idols, that was pretty legit. Lexi, for you, I think you had the best metamorphosis in terms of your last season to this season, and so I thought about that for a little bit, and I could see where you and Lisa were kind of separating at this point, because that's the preconceived notion that I came in with. It was like, okay, well, you guys didn't have to face the bottom like Ryan, but also Ryan might have been, just not a threat, so he might have been coasting, but you guys also might have been coasting. So I'm glad I saw the distinction between Lexi and Lisa. And then in terms of Lisa, just for your game, I do appreciate your loyalty that you held, and your pitch was interesting as well. I think there were solid games all around, so I'm gonna write this first, and I'm gonna follow this up with a thought.
I knew it. I was hoping you would write that.
It's
Just
a bit
as he
poetic.
did for you.
It's a bit poetic. Ryan, Newington boys, gotta do it. If you need a job in sales, I will find you one, because that pitch sold me on putting your name down here, and I want that to go fully on the record, because that delivery was unreal. So I don't know. I think a lot of people came in here expecting that it was going to be you. So I don't think my vote makes much of a difference. But if it is you, congratulations. You definitely deserve it. You made all the right moves you had to. You explained why you had to make those moves, and with your gameplay, you really emphasized how you didn't just coast along, which is really what I was looking for. So, great job, man. Newington boys are up, even though I didn't make it through. So, good job.